According to a recent study held by health insurances, approximately 80% of the German population suffers from back, neck or joint pains. One of the main reasons for this, aside from lack of exercise, is an incorrect sitting posture at work. And cause for this again is an often insufficient ergonomics between seating possibilities and the tables. The consequences are chronic back and headaches, as well as a lack of concentration. Welcome to Löffler and mobile seating with Ergonomic. In the last years, chairs have grown more expensive. They support us and hold us more and more. Just consider the pelvic support, the lumbar support, the armrest, the shoulder rest and the headrest. And still, according to a recent census of the Employers Mutual Insurance Association, approximately 80% of all sitting are in pain. Here, a quadrant opens. We at Löffler close this opening again. And the only way to do this is to realize that we have to bring mobility to sitting. We don't have to be supported and held, but the chair must offer us the possibility to sit mobile and to thus activate our back muscles. We started out in our evolution as quadrupeds, walking on all fours, with a strong kyphosis and lordosis to be able to look forward. In time, we erected ourselves. Out of the singular crooked kyphosis, a double S form evolved, which means the area of the 9 to 10 adnate vertebrae in the sacrum and tailbone has always been there. The region from the first to the fifth lumbar vertebrae had to develop itself new. The area of the thoracic vertebrae has always been there. This strong lordosis of the neck, which we had as quadrupeds, receded, so that we were able to walk upright and look forward. We see that the kyphosis in the area of the tailbone was already there. The same with the kyphosis and the thoracic lordosis in the neck area. The only development that we see is the area of the lumbar lordosis. If we would be hard laborers, working, walking and simply moving a lot, then this would be no problem. Nature has given us time for the change from the quadruped to the biped. But somewhere along the way, we decided to sit down. And in that moment, when we sit down, our stiff seat receives the wish of the pelvis to tip back. Occupational physicians and security engineers have realized this and said that when we sit down, we need an external back support to solve this problem.
Handrad versehen ist, wo wir diesen Krümmungsradius hier erhöhen kann und wir lehnen uns dann ganz an, dann haben wir das Problem gelöst. Man kann das Ganze aber kritisch hinterfragen.
But we must also reflect critically on the matter. As soon as we approach a chair as a user, our first contact is with the seat and not with the support.
Wenn ich mich auf einen Stuhl setze, muss der Sitz für das Aufrichten.
Therefore, the seat and not the back support must assure an upright sitting position.
Ist diese Sitzfläche, die
That is the reason that this mobile seat front edge tips downward when I put weight on it while sitting down. The back edge of the seat goes upward. My pelvis is supported and held. There is no pelvic rotation towards the back. That is the first of 3 arguments. 3 demands that sitting requests from our body. First, the posture.
Die Haltung.
Our back is still equipped with multiple muscles, and spinal discs serve only as elastic elements.
Ja, letzten Endes auch die Bandscheiben und das ist ja eigentlich der wichtigste.
And that is the most important aspect that we must talk about. Then, second, the muscles. And thirdly, the spinal discs.
Bandscheiben.
Concerning the muscles, when we sit in a vehicle, we are passively supported and held. If we lean against the wall, however, we quickly experience a pulling sensation in our thighs.
Zug auf die Oberschenkel, da man hier in einer statischen
The
Haltung
reason is the static posture. In both cases, we have the situation that there is no metabolism happening in the muscles. That is the reason why the muscles cramp or stiffen.
saurer Stoffwechsel anreichern kann und die Muskulatur hat die Möglichkeit zu verspannen oder zu verhärten.
When you sit on Ergotop, you sit on an overall mobile seat. Here you permanently have minimal movement impulses going to the back muscles, which thereupon move, flex, and do not cramp thanks to the oxygen and blood circulation taking place. But the most important aspect is seen with the spinal discs. Our spinal discs look quite like an onion. That means we have these separate fiber rings in the middle. Between the rings we have the gelatinous core, and in the back part the medulla and nerve canal. The spinal discs receive blood circulation for the first 12 or 13th months of our life. As soon as we take our first wary steps and start exploring our surroundings on two legs, it is like pulling the plug. There is no more circulation. Our spinal discs only have the possibility to receive lymphatic fluid through diffusion, which means pressure on the disc releases fluid, relaxation lets fluid back in. This constant switch between pressure and relief is vital for an active spinal disc. This is the only way to keep the separate fiber rings smooth and efficient. They support the gelatinous core. We can therefore lean forward without the gelatinous core moving towards the nerve canal or medulla, which would result in a hernia or slipped disc. It is like walking. When we walk, we put eccentric pressure on the discs, or pressure on different points through our pendular movement. That is how the spinal discs are ensured a good circulation, or walking or running. We can therefore conclude with the reverse argument. Through the 360-degree mobile seat from Ergotop, we receive a good circulation of the spinal discs, which can be compared to walking. Thank you very much for your attention, and enjoy your mobile sitting with Ergotop from Löffler. An ergonomic office chair should therefore not only have an adjustable height, but also adjustable back and arm supports to ensure dynamic and flexible seating. The seat adjusts itself to the movements, much like a sitting ball, in every posture. Ergotop is the only office chair that meets every criteria for ergonomic and healthy sitting.